Hello everyone and welcome back to today's weather video. Before we get started, if you haven't already done so, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. You can also catch me up on my own Rostic the Weatherman Facebook page. If you go to Facebook and you just put in Rostic the Weatherman, I do have my own page there that I do some updates here and there every other couple days. And so, all right, so let's get into it. So, it is currently Wednesday, and it is December 9th. That is correct, yes. And right now we have a lot of warm air in the center of the country. I mean, if you live in the plains area or the deep south, especially the southern plains, you guys are literally in record territory for temperatures today. Places in Texas, Oklahoma, upper 70s and maybe low 80s possible, which would be breaking some records dating all the way back to the 1940s. Even going up into the upper Midwest, into the Dakotas, 50s and 60s widespread. Now, all of this is going to be moving eastward, so the East Coast and the Southeast, we are going to warm up toward the end of this week and going into this weekend. So if you live on the East Coast, it is cold. The past couple days, it's been cold. We actually have a quick clipper system moving through the Northeast, and some places around DC, Baltimore, Philadelphia, and possibly New York could see some snow flurries throughout the day. I have been checking outside my window, and I just saw some sleet here in Northern Virginia. We're about 14 miles outside of DC. So again, if you live around the DC, Baltimore area, you could see just a couple sprinkles or a couple snowflakes here and there. No accumulation is going to be happening. Warmer temps are going to be moving into the big cities along the East Coast. So Boston going down into the mid-Atlantic, you're going to be in the 40s, 50s, and cracking 60 degrees in some places along the East Coast, especially south of the Mason-Dixon line coming into this weekend. Now, the storm system that I'm going to talk about briefly and everything is going to be centered here in the center of the actual country. Now, once this whole entire warmth moves eastward, we're going to have a dip in the jet stream, and that's going to actually set up the stage to develop a low pressure system here into the heart of the country. That with it is going to have cooler temperatures across the northern tier of the actual system. So places, I would say, I mean, most of the commuter models are getting more into alignment. Again, this storm isn't going to really take shape until late tomorrow evening, going into Friday, and then really cranking up on the weekend into Saturday. Basically, it's going to originate here kind of almost outside the Four Corners regions, from Texas, Oklahoma, and then moving its way just northeast into the Midwest and the Great Lakes region. I would say basically like places like Nebraska, Iowa, Wisconsin, maybe southeastern Minnesota. That's where you're going to see some of the snowfall and everything. So any places between Minneapolis and Chicago, like if you live maybe Green Bay, Madison, Des Moines, going into those areas, I think that's where you're going to see some of the snow. Now, the next winter storm name is Flynn, so I do expect that this storm will be named over the next 48 hours or so. And again, it's not going to be a powerhouse of a storm. It's not going to be producing, feet of snow. However, we could be seeing some areas, like I just mentioned, could get upwards of about, 6 inches or more. I think Chicago is going to be, honestly, on just a little bit to the south of the actual system. I don't think it's going to be a big snowmaker for Chicago, unfortunately. I think it's going to be a mainly rain event. And honestly, places east of that, like the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast, you're going to miss out on the snow this go around. It's going to be a warmer storm. Again, 50s and 60s more widespread into the weekend here on the East Coast and everything. But again, it's going to usher in a brand new kind of like just, again, it's December, it's winter time. I mean, it has not felt like winter at all, basically in a lot of the country this month so far. But the next shot of cold air behind the system is going to reinforce that cold air. So places, again, are going to be stuck in the 30s, 40s. And again, the temperatures are going to become crashing down along parts of the east and the south. I mean, yeah, east and the southeast after the storm system moves through at the end of the weekend. So those 50s, 60s, and some 70s are going to be replaced by 40s and 50s next week. Yes. So that is my weather video for today. Again, late week storm taking shape, coming into places again in the Midwest and the Great Lakes region. If it does get named, it's going to be named Winter Storm Flynn. So yes, you can check out more of my videos on my Weatherman R YouTube channel. And again, I will be updating you all on the possible Winter Storm Flynn in the next couple days ahead. And for my next Q&A video, I'm going to be doing kind of a holiday themed, kind of like, you know, questions and answers and everything. Just answering questions basically about, you know, what I like about the holidays, favorite books, favorite TV shows, you know, Hallmark movies, all that good stuff. So I'll be mentioning all that stuff on my social media platforms in the next coming days. So that way, any questions or whatever you have, I can put those into my next Q&A video, which I'll probably release next week at some point. So that's very exciting for me. Woo! Awesome. All right. Yeah, it looks like it's not doing anything outside. Honestly, doesn't even count really as the first snow event. If you're just seeing like a few flurries basically outside today. Yeah, it is cold though on the East Coast. So bundle up, remember to stay safe, mask up, and I'll see you all next time.